Hi, I'm Kristen Bratonja. I'm a senior. I'm majoring in English and minoring in creative writing. And I went to the London Center last winter term, so winter term of 2016. A lot of the Lawrence in general is geared towards broadening your knowledge about things and your perspectives. And so studying abroad is a really good addition to that experience because it helps you learn more directly about other cultures and really live in a different culture. It helped me, I guess, get a new perspective on the world and a new perspective on the US from another country's point of view. And so it was good to know more about other people and help me learn more about myself in doing that. Well, I interned at Exposure. They were kind of a magazine and media corporation, but they also did music videos and advertising and interviews of lots of different people. They did some research stuff. They were this company that did lots of different things, but it was all centered around British youth, particularly British youth in more impoverished parts of London, and trying to really help reach youth by using youth to talk to other people about those issues, which was a really cool experience. So I worked there first as a journalist. So I wrote a lot of articles for them and was published with them. And then throughout my time there, I also was promoted to kind of the an editor. It helped me grow a lot as a writer and I guess as a person, as cliche as that sounds. But it helps me to challenge myself to write about challenging topics. So my big project there was writing about this chronic illness called endometriosis, and I did kind of this big expose on that. It was something that I had been nervous about talking about beforehand, and so they were very encouraging to me to really try to explore that topic and get into it. And they gave me the support I needed to really dig deep into that and write a big expose on it and talk to other people about it. And so I thought that it was beneficial to me to actually force myself to write about that because it's something that I keep very personal. So that was good for me, but it was also, I think, really beneficial to a lot of people because it helped increase awareness about this disease. It helped me learn more about the British language, the differences in English grammar and spelling, and little nuances in sayings and that kind of thing. I think it was the second or third week that I was working there, and I was taking the tube there, and I was scrunched in with everybody else on their way to work in the morning commute, and I felt it was at that point that I was like, ooh, I'm starting to feel like a Londoner. This is feeling right. There was a publishing company that I had been in contact with a little bit before I left, and when I told her that I was going to London and that I was going to be interning somewhere, the owner of the company, Shannon, she became kind of excited about it. She was impressed by that and she liked the experience, especially that it was in a different country. I think also helped with that. And then so by the time I got back, I was able to get an interview. So I was able to intern at that publishing company over the summer, and now I'm an editor for them too. So you never know what your random internships in another country can actually help you back home in the States too. One of my favorite London experiences were these little bookstore quests, as I called them, that I created while I was there on some of my my few days off that I had on Fridays, or every other Friday. And so I did some research before I went to London because I'm full on, I'm a nerd, completely. And so I was very excited about bookshops in London. They also have library bars, which is really cool. Books and booze, how much better can you get? If you like bookshops and you go to London, my personal recommendation would be Scoob's Books, which is this really great secondhand bookstore where you kind of go like in and then down steps. So it's like kind of like underground, but this is this really awesome, beautiful bookshop. So yeah, that was one of my favorite parts of London as a complete nerd, but yeah, it was great.